Hey, what's up, guys? Meteorologist Doug Hetty. It is Wednesday, weather 2020. We are on hump day, so we are cruising right on through the work week. The weather's been pretty nice. It's kind of windy out there and it's cooler than what we have seen over the past couple days, but the weather pattern really picks up as we get into next week. So, today we're going to talk about what's going to happen the rest of the week, and then we're going to dig into the next 2 to 3 weeks because things are really starting to pick up with the new cycling weather pattern. So we're going to be chatting about that. All right, first off, huge shout out to my boys Superior Roofing and Construction, a 4-state premier roofing contractor. They're local to Joplin, Missouri, but they service Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. Good group of guys, so if you have roofing needs, make sure that you give them a shout. All right, let's dig into this. So here's the first map I have pulled up. This is our upper level pattern. So the winds or the wind barbs that you see on there, or contours, whatever you want to call them, roughly about 18,000 feet. It's 500 millibars of pressure, but this is where you can see the storm energy. And I wanted to start with this because what I'm seeing in this new pattern is this feature right here. Let me circle it. All right, big upper level low, and we're getting a little bit of a Fujiwara effect where you have one little wave rotate around another wave. But I've seen this already twice in this new cycling weather pattern. The LRC, Gary Lezak and I, we've been working on this. He's been working on it for 35 years. I've been working on it for about 25 years. But when this returns in the winter, and I think it's going to at least 3 times, maybe 4, it's going to give us big Arctic air outbreaks as we get into the winter. So today, look at the colder air filtering in. So you got snow through North Dakota, parts of Minnesota, into Iowa, and then you got rain once you head over into the Great Lakes. All right, so the winds are going to be strong, especially once you get up toward Kansas City, Columbia, St. Louis, winds gusting 30 upwards to 40 as we go through the afternoon hours. It stays breezy again on Thursday. It's going to be windier on the Missouri side, but starting to calm down a little bit in Kansas and also Oklahoma. But yeah, kind of windy as we go through the next few days. All right, let me walk you through your forecast, and then we're going to talk long range because it does get interesting next week. This afternoon, cooler, 49 Topeka, 50 West Plains, 57 in Little Rock, Lawton up to about 59 degrees. As we go into Thursday morning, a little bit colder, near freezing from Salina across I-70 towards St. Louis. Coffeyville 33, Joplin 33, 39 in Fort Smith. Pretty good afternoon. High temps, Kansas, Missouri are going to be in low to mid 40s and then low to mid 50s once you drop south, Oklahoma into parts of Arkansas. A few clouds start to move in the state of Missouri by Friday morning. It's that backside of that big upper level low that we just talked about. Will stay dry, but there are going to be clouds starting Friday. Look at those temperatures, upper 20s to near 30 degrees. And then Friday afternoon, again, very similar to what we're going to have on Thursday. High temps, 40s to the north, 50s as you work a little bit farther toward the south. All right, let's jump in and see what's going on because this is where it starts to get interesting. I always talk about the cycling weather pattern, and there's a few new features that I've already picked up on. Gary and I actually had a long discussion this morning, and we were talking about these different features that are new that we haven't seen so far this year. So we already talked about the big upper level low. So as we go into the weekend, you can see it over toward New York. Nice little ridge of high pressure. So it gives the Central Plains pretty nice conditions as we go through the weekend. Then look at the storm systems reloading out toward the west. Weak wave rotates by on Monday. This could give Central Plains some showers, maybe even a couple little snow showers. But then there's a stronger storm system that starts to drop in as we get into next Wednesday. Remember, Wednesday is a big travel day. But here's one of the features that I wanted to show you here. See this? Let me get my little drawer out again. So you get a storm system that drops in. If it's going to let me draw. Nope, it's not going to let me draw. Okay, so here, let's do this. See my little, all right, so right here, you got this feature there, and then you got this feature here. So one system drops in, then a second system drops in behind it. We see this constantly in this new pattern. This is something I like to see because this is going to keep us nice and active as we go through the winter and into the spring. So I still want to see a little bit more of this pattern before I put together winter forecast, also a spring forecast, but that is coming in the next couple weeks. All right, so let's go into next week. So here's that weak little wave on Tuesday. Could produce a few showers, maybe a few snow showers, but it starts to get interesting next Wednesday. This is a week away. And of course, this is going to change. All the models stink. They just give you kind of an idea of what could happen. But this is a system that should repeat in the cycling weather pattern. So I want to see how this comes together, and then the one right behind it right after Thanksgiving. But there's at least chances for rain, a mixture, and snow, especially Omaha, Lincoln, Topeka, Kansas City, Jeff City. This is Wednesday evening. Colder rain once you get down toward Joplin, northwest Arkansas. And then we just got to watch how this system comes together, because look at this. Here's Thanksgiving. There's a potential to go rain over to snow as far south as Tulsa or Oklahoma City through Joplin, Springfield. So this is definitely a system I really want to watch as we go through the next few days. Now, remember, even if we get a version of that, let's say we get a little rain, snow across the Central Plains, that system will repeat again in the next cycle, which would be in the dead of winter. So a lot to watch as we go through the next, really every day as we get into winter. All right, guys, any questions, comments, leave it in the comment section below. Of course, we'll do another video tomorrow. We'll be watching that system as it starts approaching us as we go through the next 7 days. All right, guys, have a great Wednesday.